I'm not going to lie, being an Amazon driver, you see a lot of things, well, like mainly like homes and people, like how people live, and honestly, it kind of pisses me off. It pisses me off because it's like, damn, I want to have what they got going on, but honestly, you never know people's situations. Like, people have worked hard for their stuff and probably made sacrifices here and there, but it's like damn, some people are like living really good out here, and I want to get to that point, but it's so hard. Like, I don't know where to begin. I don't know. I don't know. I feel weak, to be honest.
So you're jealous. Like that's a typical trait in a lot of people that don't have. A lot of people that don't have is a typical trait to be jealous. There's also people like me who don't have, and I mean now I have, but I mean like growing up I didn't have, and I would see how some people live. Like he's talking about when you see the real nice houses and all that, when you drive past them or anything like that, or people driving really expensive cars, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I would never get jealous though. Like I think that has to be in you. Like I think you just have to be a jealous person. You know what I mean? Like, cause I never been a jealous person. Like one of the dudes we used to club with all the time, we used to hang out with all the time, like every weekend. And like, you know what I'm saying, see him in the same place all the time. And he would always, and the word was it wasn't his, but you know what I'm saying, he would have some money on him for sure. And he'd be driving like a drop top Benz or Bentley, drop top Beamer, every time. And it was like, I never would get jealous of that. Like, I don't understand how people get jealous of it and be like, it's a difference to be like, I want that. You know what I mean? Like, and then like, I'm going to figure out how to get it. You know what I mean? That's what I did with the new house we just get. This new house we just got. It was like me and my wife, we want it. I need to figure out how to get it. I went and got it. My dream car in the driveway. I need to figure out how to get it. And I went and got it. I'm like, but the point is, and I'm not saying he's like that because he didn't indicate anything to say, obviously he wants what he sees, but he didn't say anything to be like, you know what, I wish they didn't have it and I had it. You know what I'm saying? Or I wish, you know what I'm saying? Like just magically I could get it. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he don't know how to get it, is what he's saying, right? And there's people like that. There's people who don't have that mindset, who only know to work and that's it. They don't know how to produce another, income, you know what I mean? Or things like that, you know what I mean? A business or side hustle, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how. You know what I'm saying? And they only know to get another stream of income, I need to go get another 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel for them. You know what I'm saying? I know that feeling. I used to have that feeling where I see these nice houses and stuff like that, and people in these nice cars and be like, man, one day I want that. You know what I'm saying? I want something like it. You know what I mean? Just to not just to have it, but to show how far I've come. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know what I mean? It's a jealousy thing though. Um, as long as he's not getting to the section of it to where he's like, I don't want them to have it or try to condemn them for having it. You know what I mean? Like, because they're like billionaires, you know what I'm saying? Millionaires, billionaires, and you see them with these extreme, extravagant houses and be like, man, they don't need to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a envy. That's envious. You know what I mean? But a jealousy, I never even had the jealousy. Like my mind didn't even go to like I see somebody with something extravagant and be like, I want that. Honestly, my mind, if I'm thinking about it, my mind went straight to I'm happy for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they figured out how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad they figured out how to get that kind of house and what they needed to do to get it. You know what I mean? Like I'm glad they figured it out. That's where my mindset goes first. It's not, man, I want that. Or man, I need to figure out how to get that. Or even I don't want them to have that. I should have it. Or something like that. No, my mind automatically goes to, you know what? I'm happy that they figured it out. I'm happy they got that. I'm happy they are happy getting that. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for them because now they're happy because they got that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where my mind goes first. But that's just me. Let's move on. Next video.
I've been sitting here fucking all afternoon, just racking my fucking brain, trying to figure out why it is that these people, these fucking 100 millionaires, billionaires, they have everything in the fucking world that they could ever ask for and more. And their kids are going to have it, and their grandkids and their grandkids and their grandkids. They have everything in this life that you could ask for. And if they don't, their money can fucking buy it. You know? Why? Fucking why are these people still trying to take more? Take everything from everybody else. You have plenty. Nobody should be a billionaire. You've not earned $1 billion. I don't give a fuck what you do for a living. You didn't earn $1 billion. And how is it that these billionaires still, at their level of existence, still want more? The greed is so fucking crazy. It's disgusting. I fucking hate it here.
Well, you hate it because you're not one of them. I mean, look at you. Painted fingernails. I'm like, you look like maybe you hate life or something. It's definitely an envy thing. Like, so this opposed to the first video, this is an envy thing. The first one was just a jealousy thing. You know what I'm saying? He sees something that somebody else got and he wanted. That's a jealousy thing, right? Like I said, my mind didn't go to jealousy or envy when I see somebody with something nice or extravagant. Because I know I'm going to have it one day and now I got it. It's mine's is, like I told you, mine's is a straight, I'm happy they got that. I'm happy if that made them happy. You know what I mean? This is an envious one right here. This is somebody who's so mad that people have. You can sit here all day and say, I don't give a F what you did, what you do for a living. You don't make $1 billion. Well, obviously they have. And it may not even be cash that they have. I think a lot of people sit here and be like millionaires and billionaires and think that this person just automatically, because they said that this person has billions and millions maybe in their bank account. It's not like that for all of them. Like a lot of them, they have assets that are worth that much, which would still make them a millionaire or billionaire. They are ownership in possession of those assets that are worth more than that. So don't get mad because somebody's a billionaire, even if they do have that much money in their bank account. Maybe they do. Don't get mad at it. Why are you so mad at them? And then say they want more. Okay, well, what are you going to do? Like, are you going to become a part of the elite? Do you know how? Do you know what to do? If not, then you're mad at yourself that you don't know how to become a billionaire or a millionaire. Like a lot of people need to start taking more of a look into themselves. A lot of people really are just envious because they don't know how to get to where this person got to. They don't know how. They'll see people with this, see people with that, and don't know how that person got there. And therefore they don't know how to get themselves there. So it's an envy thing. They're envious of people with a lot of money. Why be envious? You can probably learn from them more than just hating. If you hate them, you're not open to learning anything from them at all. But if you choose to want to learn from them and not hate them, you may learn something. I mean, that's just logic. He's obviously going off of emotion. You're going off of emotion. You're so angry. You hate billionaires. You're so angry at people who've made a lot of money. However they made it, they made a lot of money. You hate them because you don't have a lot of money. You hate them because you're not them. That's a angry way to live. Like, because that is going to just like stress you out. Like, because if you will never become a billionaire, and you hate billionaires that much, you're going to stress yourself to death. Just because you hate people that you can't be. And it's not that you can't be, you just don't know how. You don't know how, so you're so mad at it. So what it seems like, you're just mad at yourself because you can't get yourself to be a billionaire. But whatever.
When you start to realize there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire, baby, you can't unsee it. And I know there's some people that hear that statement and get defensive because they have dreams of being millionaires and billionaires. But stay with me for a second. Nobody becomes a billionaire in isolation. That level of wealth is always connected to someone else's labor, somebody else's underpayment, somebody else's exhaustion, somebody else struggling to survive while wealth keeps accumulating at the top. And the more I started to think about that thing, the more I realized capitalism trains us to normalize this. Baby, we've been trained to celebrate extreme wealth accumulated, even while people can't afford housing, healthcare, food, or basic necessities. Think about that. In a society with more than enough resources, people still have to earn the right to survive. And the thing that really shifted my way of thinking was realizing capitalism doesn't just reward hard work, because there are millions of hardworking people barely surviving right now. So if hard work alone created wealth, teachers, nurses, caregivers, sanitation workers, and farmers would be some of the richest people in this country. But baby, they're not. Because capitalism often rewards ownership, profit, and extraction over humanity. And baby, once you start seeing that, you start asking bigger questions. Like, why do so many hardworking people defend a system that's harming them? And when you ask yourself that question, you have to really sit back and think about that thing. Yeah. All right, good people. Drink your water. Stay rooted, real, and knowledgeable. And mind your black business.
That's because a lot of people not being harmed by it. There's a lot of people that are, and there's a lot of people that are not. There's a lot of people who, like me, understand that you need to be ahead. So you need to think ahead. That's why. Name another system that works. Name any. See, they get so mad at capitalism, and then when you sit there and ask them, well, what other system works? Because they're trying to go with socialism in this country now. But yet they can't name one place where socialism has worked and had everybody happy. But people like her, like just like her and the dude before her, what they want is they want all millionaires and billionaires to spread their money out to everybody else. That's what they want. And then because they want to force someone who makes so much money to give their money out to everybody else. See, what's so funny is people like her who complain about this system, they can't change it. And they're not going to go anywhere else with any other kind of system. They're not. They're going to stay right here in America and be a part of this capitalistic system, and they're not going to change anything about it. They're not going to do anything about it. They're mad because they understand that there's people who are going to be homeless because we're in we're in a capitalistic society. There are going to be a lot of homeless. You know why? Because there are going to be people that give up. There's going to be people that don't want to live a part of the government, be a part of the government at all. There's going to be those who things happen, and guess what? What they hate is that capitalism makes you do the work. Capitalism makes you have to have the ownership, or you're going to be one of those people working to earn a paycheck. It's what it is. I mean, there's no other system that's going to work. Socialism is not going to work. And you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to force so many millionaires and billionaires to give their money directly to the people. For every 18-year-old in this country to have $100,000 a year as a salary, How much money would that be? And do all the millionaires and billionaires put together have that much money every year to be able to do that? And I mean, do the numbers. Don't get up here and say, yeah, I'm pretty sure they do and all that. No, do the numbers. Like, do they actually? Or do they not? Because if they don't, then understand all their money put together still won't give you the lavish lifestyle, the great lifestyle, comfortable lifestyle you want. What you can do is you can think ahead to where you have a passive income and you have an active income. And then that gets you where you would be comfortable for you. You can do that. Have a partner who makes as much or more money than you, and y'all have your money together. You could do that. But for the single people are the ones I see complaining the most. The people who are paying for everything out of pocket by themselves, those are the ones I see complaining the most. And yeah, I feel for you because I've been there. But guess what? When I was there, I was able to pay for everything and still have a great amount left over. I was able to do that. You know why? Because I always thought ahead. I was like, yeah, I came from poverty. Yeah, I came from the hood. I came from the ghetto. I came from a single parent household. I came from not having no food to eat most nights. I came from hand-me-downs and thrift store shopping. I came from all of that, right? But when I got older and was able to do for myself, one thing I did do was I didn't complain about the people who did this and did that or whatever and got so much money. That's their business. They're able to get this money. They're able to be billionaires. They're able to be millionaires. Good for you. Congratulations. I'm not going to hate you because you're rich. No, congratulations. And I don't think I deserve some of your money just because I'm walking around this country. And that's a bottom line that comes to it for a lot of these people like her and the guy before her. They think just simply because they're an American and they're living that they should be entitled to somebody else's money and somebody else should not be having that much money because they say we got homeless people around. Okay, so they build houses and facilities for all the homeless. You still won't get none of it. You're not homeless. Don't bring up issues that have nothing to do with you. Because if money was going to those issues, you wouldn't get a piece of it. So you'll just find something else to complain about. You'll find something else that millionaires and billionaires could put their money to, and you'll never get to why it should directly go to you. But what do I know? Y'all let me know what y'all think about people like this who are so jealous, envious, and hateful of rich people because they're not rich. I think that's a character flaw. But y'all tell me what y'all think about people like that in the comment section. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till next time, I'm out. I feel like I'm good on my own. Don't need nobody beside me.